Good morning, America. Today is Monday, May the 21st, and it is 10:57. I'm going to start off this morning with a sound saying. It's coming from 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 23, and it says, "And I pray, God, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. And I pray, God, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ." Second one is coming from 1 Samuel 7, verse 12, and it says, "Heretofore has the Lord helped us. Heretofore has the Lord helped us." And that is our wise saying for today. We're going to do two tapings today. The first will come from Psalms 15. It's a very, very short verse. It only has 5 verses in it. It is a verse of King David, and I will be reading it both from the International Bible as well as the King James Bible. This one talks about the characteristics of those who may abide in the Lord's presence. The characteristics of those that may abide in the Lord's presence. And it has only 2 colors in it. Orange for your faith and red for discipleship. Here it just says a Psalm of David in the New International Version. Let's begin. "Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy place? Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill?" Let's go here. "Lord, who may abide in your sanctuary? Who may live on your holy hill?" That is orange for your faith. Now 2 to 5 are red for discipleship, and I would just be reading them straight away. "He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart." He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart. Now that is the truth in his heart. Not slander in his heart, not criticism in his heart, but the truth in his heart. 3. He that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor does evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor. He that backbiteth not with his tongue. You can backbite with your tongue by being criticizing to others. That is backbiting with your tongue. You can backbite with your tongue by being slanderous about others. That is also backbiting with your tongue. If you cannot say anything that is good about a person, if it's not something that will exalt the person, if it's an insult, it should not come from thy tongue. If it's an insult, it should not come from that tongue. Okay? He that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor does evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor. Okay, not starting trouble against your neighbor, not being strifeful with your neighbor. All of those are backbiting forms of conduct. Okay, 4. "In whose eyes a vile person is condemned, but he honoreth them that fear the Lord. He that sweareth to his own hurt and changes not. In whose eyes a vile person is condemned, but he honoreth them that fear the Lord. He that sweareth to his own hurt and changes not." 5, the last verse, says, "He that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent, he that doeth these things shall never be moved." He that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent, he that doeth these things shall never be moved. Now, also taking reward against the innocent is also included in being a false witness. Okay, that take his reward against the innocent. That's the same thing Judas did. He took 30 pieces of silver against a very innocent man. Okay, if somebody pays you to say this, that, and the other, you are taking reward against your neighbor, an innocent neighbor at that. So you are never to be bribed to do something wrong against your innocent neighbor. Okay, let's read it from here. He who walk is blameless, and who does what is righteous, who speaks the truth from his heart. Okay, he who walks is blameless, and who does what is righteous, who speaketh the truth from his heart. 3, and has no slander. Remember I said, you cannot slander or criticize or give information, even if that information is true, about another person. If it is not flattering, you are not to share that information with anyone. Okay? And I'll start from 2 again. He whose walk is blameless, and who does what is righteous, what is right in the sight of God. Okay? Who speaks the truth from his heart. 3, and has no slander on his tongue, who does his neighbor no wrong, and casts no slurs on his fellow man. Okay, 4, who despises a vile man, but honors those who fear the Lord, who keeps his oath even when it hurts. Who keeps his oath even if it hurts him. Who does what the Lord tells him to do, even if it hurts him to do so. Okay? That is called a good and faithful servant or saint of God. You do as you've been told. All right? 5, who lends his money without usury, without interest. All right? And does not accept a bribe against the innocent. It's the same thing I just said to you not too long ago. About being a false witness, about being easily told to say this or that with a bribe. No. Even without a bribe. No. Okay? Who lends his money without usury and does not accept a bribe against the innocent. The last one, he who does these things will never be shaken. Okay? And these are the characteristics of one who may stand before the Lord in his holy hill. Thank you very much for listening to Spiritual Water. My name is Brenda Guerrero, and as always, may the peace of God be upon you. May the protection of God surround you, and may the will of God for your life come from thee. Until the next time, enjoy your day. Thank you for listening.